Hi, this is Joe with J. Alexander Roofing, performing a video inspection of your roof. I shoot these brief inspections just so you guys can A, see your roof, and then B, when I start to talk about certain things, we can kind of stay on the same page. But more than anything, I shoot these videos just so you guys can see what I'm talking about, and then also now's a great time to do it because I'm not doing in-home visits as we discussed. Okay, so we spoke on the phone. I'm going to break this down. You've got a lot going on with this roof. It's an older house. You got some low slope sections, you got some shingled sections, so I'm just going to take a look at all of it, capture as much of it as I can on video. This chimney is an issue. That chimney is an issue as well. This chimney, let's make sure it's in use. If this is not in use, it needs to be removed because it's not in that great of shape. If it is in use, it needs to be all reflashed, and then probably we need to pay a little bit of attention to the masonry on it too. Big crack in it. It's solid. I mean, I can't like push you over or anything like that, but keep that in mind. It's probably not lined that well, so these things wear out actually from the inside out, as well as the weather being very harsh on them. And we can discuss that. Some of this just got to be done over the phone, but as you can see right here, I don't know how much you guys know about roofing, but a piece of rubber on the side of it to cover the flashing is definitely not ideal. This pretty much has to be leaking. It is leaking, and if you don't notice, it's just because you're not getting enough water in or the insulation soaking it up or something. And then go to this chimney back here. It's kind of the same deal. You just got that old brown metal. It's not embedded into the chimney or cursed into the chimney. It's just put on there, and then they smeared a bunch of caulk on it. So that's not ideal. That's going to leak as well. If you're not leaking on this, you're just buying time with caulk or sealant, whatever they put on there. Touch base on this apron around here real quick. It's not in that bad a shape. It's probably original to the house. So I'm just gonna say this. If you end up making a move on this roof and doing something, replace this. Put a TPO down. You could come back with a copper or lead, but it's gonna be very pricey. They make products that are low slope membranes that'll last very long, last just as long as your next roof. And they're easy to install, and you can customize them very well. I would recommend putting TPO down because you do have some details like around this chimney and on the corners, and we want to get it down into the gutter real nice. So you can custom fab this entire system on the roof. It's all torch, it's mechanically fastened. We're not relying on glue. It's just a really nice product, but we'll talk about that later. And then your low slope areas down here too. They don't have enough pitch on it to shingle them. We're going to discuss whether you guys want to go with a metal option as well. We'll get into that after I'm up here. But down here, I would put a TPO membrane down here too. I'm not even sure about this, so I like to have at least 2.5 to 3 pitch on my roof to put a shingle on it. So you're either a good candidate for like a standing seam system or a TPO system across this entire thing. We'll talk about the pros and cons of both of those as we move forward here. Then same over here. This is a prime candidate for a TPO job. You got rubber on it now. Whoever did this knew what they were doing, but it's just old. It's worn out and needs to be replaced. You've got that railing on there. Get that railing off. If you want it up there for aesthetics, we'll put it back or build a new one. But really, it needs to be all ripped off, redone, and then put back together. Okay, and then aside from that, the one thing that I do want to talk about, and I'm not going into enough detail because it's your entire roof. I don't want to make you watch a 20-minute video. Your front porch here, everywhere where you have roofing and siding meeting together, and the majority of it is on this wraparound porch, you've got a flashing issue. So that flashing needs to be under the siding and over the shingles. You can cover it with a beauty strip, then you've got step flashing right up in this area. That's all exposed. So once again, you guys are stuck with the fact that caulk and sealant or whatever and paint over the years is keeping water out. It's not properly flashed. So if you guys go ahead and move forward with the roof, this needs to be, siding needs to be popped off and an apron put underneath it, or we need to cut into the siding, which might be the best option, and then put a counter flashing over top of it. And I'm throwing out all these things pretty quickly and, you know, using terminology that I don't know if you guys grasp exactly what I'm saying, but we can at least discuss it over the phone. I can better explain it to you. So now I'm just gonna start pulling my measurements. Joe with J. Alexander Roofing, performing a video inspection, and that should pretty much do it. Thanks.